Back here to the Dick Campbell Gym, and we apologize for our technical difficulties. The score here is 17-16. The Dukes lead the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. 7 minutes left to go here in the second corner for YSN. I'm Griffin Hanna. Joined alongside me is John Finucane. John, give us a quick rundown on what the viewers missed.
I will be honest, this has definitely been a closer game than I expected. Glenbard West comes in here 7-1. Dukes have had some trouble earlier in this season, working through a lot of powerhouse teams. They almost came out on top against DGN, which will be that'll be a kind of comparison of what you want to see here. Started this game out with a lead. It's starting to shrink down now, but Dukes are definitely doing all they can to at least stay in this game.
Meehan, number 24, goes up with it. We apologize, we do not have her rostered.
That foul's on 34, Silkaitis, that's her second. Team's first.
No good on the first.
Still trying to find roster. That'll be a full timeout here, Griffin.
With that, we will take a short step aside. Don't go anywhere. You are watching York Sports Network. Second quarter action well underway. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. With that rattling in, it is now tied 17-17 between the Hilltoppers and the Dukes. Ties goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line there. O'Brien brings it up court, working on Meehan. Slows down the offense here. Silkaitis in the high post. Gets it. Drives. No good there. Rebound Meehan. She's pushing it up the court. Gets it up to Hubbach. Ball almost goes through the bottom of the net. Ends up being a foul on the Dukes, so Hubbach will go to the line for 2.
That'll be 2 for them. Coming in here. Could extend the lead here with 6 minutes to the half. First quarter went by pretty fast, Griffin. I mean, we were tailing with technical difficulties, but still watching the game. And, I mean, wow. I mean, it did not seem like it was going to be like this, just looking at everything. Duke staying in this game. It'll be a 2-point lead for Glenbard West now.
As you said, this game went very quick, and I think that's because of the pace of play. Both teams going back and forth at a rapid rate. Typically, we see this Dukes offense be very patient and wait until they get the best shot available. Right now, it seems like they're just taking whatever shot is open first. There, Lefevre, no good. Rebound, Meehan. Working at the top of the key, gets it to Austin. Back to Meehan. Hubbach for 3. It's good.
Boom. The 3-ball game here tonight has been perfectionate. All I got to say, perfectionate. Everybody has been able to hit at least 1 3 tonight, which is great.
O'Brien drives. Gets the call there, and GBW does not like it. Blocking called. So O'Brien will go to the charity stripe for 2. Chance to shrink this lead. GBW coach having a word with the ref.
She had her feet planted.
She did. I hate to say it, but I might be agreeing with the GBW coach.
And a phenomenally dressed GBW coach, I might say.
I will say, there has been some well-dressed coaches. The simple but effective.
Business casual, you
Business
might say.
casual. I would say that's wool sweater and straight leg pants with some nice clean white sneakers.
Oh, yeah. Coming out of here looking like a lawyer.
I could see that parallel. Rebound, Meehan. She fights for it. Jump ball called first. Possession arrow going to GBW.
Kickball.
Meehan to inbound. They give it to Noble, who hands this one off to number 12, Pones. Pones with it. Down low to Austin, but just wide, unable to stick the pass. In comes number 21, Maggie McCookie. Out goes Olivia Silkaitis. Lefevre inbounds to O'Brien. GBW still going with that man full court press. McCookie with it. Left wing here. Kehoe now at the top of the key. Gives it to O'Brien. McCookie flashed down the cut. Callahan thought about shooting. So did Kehoe. She drives. No good. Fights for the offensive rebound. Noble brings it down. Pones. Lefevre steals it. She's going coast to coast here. 1-2 up with it. And it's going to be a charge. This time GBW gets the call.
Okay, that one again I'm going to have to disagree with. She did not have her feet planted.
It might be a makeup call. In comes Hendrickson. Out goes Hubach. Austin inbounds to Meehan. Another sub coming in here. Callahan to the bench. Larma now in for the Dukes. Austin will inbound once again. Meehan taking the point guard duties here. Give it to Pones. Austin now with it. Cross-court pass. Meehan, deep three. No good. Rebound Lefevre. The freshman pushes it up to Kehoe. She goes up with it. No good. Can't finish the lay. Rebound Noble. Pones up to Austin. Back to Pones. Back to Austin. Down low to Hendrickson. Gives it back to Austin. She shoots wide left. Meehan tripped up. It's going to be Duke's ball out of bounds there.
I mean, that was a tough trip. Surprised she's not going to the line for that one.
Neither team in the bonus yet, but she did go down hard. Possession arrow pointing in the Duke's favor. Bryan gets it past the timeline, gives it to Lefevre. Deep three. This time, no good. Hendrickson corrals the rebound. Meehan puts O'Brien in the spin cycle, gives it to Austin. Back to Meehan. Down low to Austin. Last touch by Lefevre. Austin will inbound. Callahan comes in. Lefevre heads to the bench. Starting lineup beside Silkaitis will be in. McCookie taking the spot of Silkaitis. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here. Meehan with it, top of the key. Austin, high post. She drives, goes up with it. Larma got a hand on it, but is going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, so now she will go to the line for 2.
Austin trying to go 2 for 2, extend this lead to 5 points. She's good on the first.
You know, this is one of those games, Griffin. York versus Glenbard West, you think about all year long. It's the rivalry game here. They're playing like it is a rivalry game.
Austin misses the second. Kehoe gets the rebound, pushes it up to Callahan. Thought about shooting, gives it to Larma. O'Brien now with it. Down into Kehoe's hands in the corner. She drives, kick out pass to Larma. Deep three. No good. Rebound, Makuki gives it back to Larma. Larma, spin move. Hits the cutting Makuki, back to Larma. Kehoe with it. Working on Pones. Gives it to Callahan in the corner. She thought about shooting. Makuki, O'Brien. 2.5 minutes left to go here. O'Brien drives. She goes up with it. Rims out. Fights for her own rebound, but Noble gets it. Meehan now. Working on Kehoe. Gives it to Hendrickson. Back to Meehan. Noble in the high post. Pones. Thought about giving it to Noble. Gives it to Meehan instead. Back to Noble. Austin. Hits Pones. She goes up with it. No good. Larma taps it out to Meehan. She shoots. It's good.
Meehan, an incredible three. I mean, that ball came right to her, and she knew it was game time. Put that three up.
O'Brien surveying the D here. Makuki cuts. Larma gets it instead. She spins, loses her dribble, pushes it out to Kehoe. O'Brien getting the play call from Coach Collins. Hands it off to Larma. Makuki sets a screen. She rolls. Ball's tapped out. Foul called there. Foul is on Noble. That is her first foul of the day. In comes Hubbach. Out goes Pones. So GBW has their starting five in.
You know, you move players around trying to see if you can get a lead, and they got a lead. I don't know why you're switching it up. I mean, yeah, you get tired, but you only got 1:30, and then you got halftime. You got enough time to rest.
O'Brien gives it to Kehoe. Down low to Makuki. She takes the screen. Gives it to Larma. Larma thought about pulling it. Instead, gives it to O'Brien. Hendrickson, tight defense there. O'Brien shakes her, kicks it out to Makuki. Swing pass to Callahan. Her three, no good. Almost banked in. Rebound, Hendrickson. Gives it to Austin. Kehoe gets a hand on it. Austin tries to save it. Kehoe, no good.
I mean, wow, Griffin. Look at that. Incredible pass to try to get a three. Kehoe goes for the rebound, gets it, but misses. I mean, wow. That would have been one for the highlight reel.
O'Brien gets the steal, but is tripped up. Austin with it now, guarded by O'Brien. Gives it to Hubbach. Down low to Austin. She goes up with it, blocked by Larma. 35 seconds left.
I mean, everybody here is calling for fouls. Glenbard West parents, coach is calling for a timeout. They get it. Collins is looking for a call. I mean, there's a lot of calls that are being missed here, Griffin.
I can't tell if these refs are letting the girls play or are calling everything, because it will go from a very ticky-tacky foul to, as we saw there, O'Brien gets tripped up by almost a knee from Austin, and then Austin loses her footing as well. Just every player at the moment hitting the ground, but then we'll see O'Brien on a fast break. She gets tapped in the back, and then that gets called for a foul.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about little ticky-tack fouls, like that reach-in foul earlier in the game, first quarter, that we were not streaming, but earlier there was a little reach-in foul that was called, or no, it was a shove foul. Just a little elbow shrug, and Glenbard West got that foul. And now that doesn't get called. There's a fine line here. You know, I could never be a ref. I will never say I will be a ref. But there's a very thin gray line of being a good ref and just not being the greatest ref, you know?
6 total fouls called this quarter so far. 35 seconds left to play. Meehan trying to get it in. Hits the cutting Hendrickson. She goes up. And that one, I will say, she got fouled hard.
Oh, yeah.
She earned this trip to the charity line.
Yeah. I mean, she's happy. Coach is happy. I don't think I've ever seen somebody come off a foul like that smiling. They were like, this better get called.
Rims out there. Hendrickson trying to go 1 for 2, push this lead to an 8-point lead. Both teams, 4 timeouts left. 34 seconds now left to play. O'Brien with it. Dukes trail by 8. Meehan guarding O'Brien tightly. Gives it to Makuki. Back to O'Brien. Dukes looking like they're going to hold for the last shot here of this first half. Kehoe gives it to Larma. Larma drives. She goes up with it. No good. Rebound Noble. curls around the press. Duke's going to peel off here. Now in a 1-2-2 zone. Kehoe. Austin in the corner. She shoots. Once again, Austin no good from 3. And with that, your score at half, 19-27. Glenbard West leads the Dukes. Don't go anywhere. Second half action about to come underway here on York Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to the Dick Campbell Gym, where second half action is about to get underway. Score is 27-19. The Hilltoppers lead the Dukes.
Hola, York Sports Network.
If we sound out of breath, that's just because we visited our good friend Henry Mead Media.
Doing a little water polo shoot for Media Day, and
over at the pool.
And we ran.
We made sure to hustle back for this incredible game we're about to witness.
Which has been nothing but incredible, I will say, Griffin. Closer game than I thought.
The only thing that would make this game better is the Dukes comeback, but
and maybe a bottle of water.
Noble says no there to the comeback, at least, as she goes up with a little bit of a George Mikan layup. Finishes it. Now a 10-point lead for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah.
Hilltoppers looking to top the Dukes here. Foul called. Dukes ball. Maya Austin. That's her first foul of the night, so no foul trouble at all.
You know, you get into some of these earlier games, especially this one, with a lot of calls being made, little ticky-tack fouls. Foul trouble is definitely something that's been hurting both teams now.
Noble looking like a cornerback, intercepting that pass right out of the air. Rebound Hubich over to Meehan. Meehan thought about pulling it, swing down low to Hendrickson. Meehan cutting, gets it down low to Noble, and the reverse baby hook.
I love seeing that.
Ugh.
Oh.
Silkaitis working on Noble. Kicks it out to Kehoe, swing past Callahan. She shoots. No good there. O'Brien fought for the rebound, but Meehan gets it. Austin. Meehan. Back to Austin. Back to Meehan. Down low to Noble. Now working on Larma. Kicks it out. Austin, deep three. Once again, no good from beyond the arc. Austin hitting almost any shot from within the three-point line, but the minute she steps outside, nothing has fallen yet. So Kaitis, deep three. Almost rattles in, but no. Hendrickson pushes it up to Austin, who gives it to Hubich. Noble, little midi falls for her there.
Glenbard West's fast-paced play made that play kind of hard. So Kaitis was the only one down there. It's going to be timeout Dukes.
We get a visit from some of the lacrosse boys. Open gym for the premier spring season team, if I do say so. Both lacrosse teams looking good this year so far.
I'm a big lacrosse fan.
Projected rosters are putting the Dukes high up in the Illinois rankings.
Yes. Should we step aside? You're watching York Sports Network?
It's only I think we talked through this.
Yeah.
This is a 14-point deficit now. Dukes coming out of halftime. I don't want to say looking sluggish, but GBW just looks faster.
I'm trying to see where the 7-1 record is looking like, but, you know, Dukes could make a comeback. They've made larger comebacks before in the past, so it's not hard to think about it. It's definitely in their back pocket right now.
O'Brien gives it to Callahan. Hits Kehoe in the high post. Stolen by Noble. Noble really taking over this second half here. She leads GBW in second half scoring and hustle stats like offensive rebounds and steals. Meehan called for the travel there. Hendrickson not agreeing with the call.
You know, the Glenbard West parents' favorite thing to say is let the kids play, and I got to agree, man. Let the kids play.
O'Brien working on Hendrickson. Callahan with it. Larma gives it out to Silkaitis. Spin move from the high post. She goes up with it. Noble with the block and the rebound. Kehoe tries to save that one. Called out of bounds. Lefevre comes in. Larma to the bench. McCookie comes in. Callahan to the bench. Shout out Luca DeSanto, giving our new switcher some.
People like to say switching is not an art. I would like to say that switching is an art, as that 3 was absolutely beautiful.
I like the wordplay there.
I was trying to get you a call there.
I mean, you could have gone that 3 was a masterpiece, and that would have just really tied the
My
whole.
heart rate is still at like 105 right now. All I want is like a big glass of water from that run.
Jump ball called there. Possession arrow pointing to the Hilltoppers. So they'll get an extra possession. Once again, a turnover for the Dukes. We don't have absolute stats, but correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like the Dukes have more turnovers in these 4 minutes of second half action than they did the entire first half.
Just thinking back about it, I think you could be correct.
Noble once again, 10-foot midi is good.
Again, with that numbers kind of play there, everybody was right down under the hoop, and she's right there for that shot.
Seems like GBW really just figured out this Dukes defense during halftime. Their coach might be a visionary. Silkaitis is 3, no good. Rebound Makuki. They give it to Lefevre. Deep 3 for her, no good. Back iron. Noble with the rebound. Meehan splits a double team, and she gets called for the travel. In comes number 24. Out goes Maya Austin. Number 24. Sophia Evans, a junior. O'Brien working. Hendrickson. Mere matchup here practically. Number 11 going against number 1. Both point guards. Kehoe now with it. Drives on Meehan. She goes up, and it's good. Ellie Kehoe. Little baby hook there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's going to be the first couple points that the Dukes have had all half.
They get it down low to Noble. Kicks it out to Hendrickson. Her 3 rims out. Conundrum of Dukes on there, and it's going to be a jump ball. This time, possession arrow going towards the Dukes. Coach Collins doing a LeBron impression. It's our ball. It's our ball, ain't it?
That's our ball, ain't it? Love that the IHSA Girls Basketball League and the NBA decided to do a collab right there and then.
You think we're going to get an IHSA NBA merch line?
I bought IHSA ref merch off eBay the other day.
Woo. Silkaitis up with it. No good. Rebounds her own miss. Goes up again. O'Brien this time comes down with it. She gets pushed, and they're going to call that one every time.
They didn't call it earlier. Just staying the obvious.
The assistant coach is standing. Tee him up. That is not allowed.
There's a lot of arguments. I feel bad for these refs.
The assistant coach is not allowed to stand. Only the head coach can.
That is actually
GBW is getting ahead of themselves here. I think we take off what?
20 points.
Well, we don't want to make them lose the lead. Have them take off 17 points. Make this a 1-point game. Get that assistant coach to sit down. Makuki fighting with Hendrickson for the loose ball. Timeout, GBW.
And now that's when the assistant coach is allowed to stand.
I'm just shocked the fact that they got the timeout. I would have told you jump ball.
I would have done it too.
And now the assistant coach can legally stand up.
There's a little bit of an argument between Collins and the ref. I mean, the ref is doing a victory pose. Both of them.
We welcome you back here. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to play. Meehan with it. Gives it off to Hubbard. It is a really quiet gym right now. Like you could hear a monocle drop.
I
How
love
quiet.
when you say that. I love when you say that.
We are Monocle Nation. Silkaitis.
Whoa.
Gets the rebound, and they're going to call the foul on Sophia. Larma's going to check in here. Lefevre to the bench. In comes Maya Austin and Pones. Hubich goes to the bench. Callahan now being the point guard here. Hendrickson, really tight, aggressive man press, and it is working. Larma goes up with it, and she's going to go to the stripe for 2. Foul called on Pones.
It might be that I lost my right contact, but I don't see a push there.
I mean, the ref's got to be asking, do you see what I see?
I don't see what they see. Didn't get that reference.
Larma makes the first one. Christmas song. Luca DeSanto got it. There might be a child that shivers in the cold.
Luca, do you want to get on the mic then?
What should we bring? Luca, what should we bring this child that's shivering in the cold?
I know what I'm buying.
Silver
Luca.
and gold. Come on now.
I know what I'm buying, Luca, for Christmas.
No, it's
Rudolph the Red.
not Silent Night.
Silent Night.
No, it's what is this? What is this Christmas song called? Child to child shivers in the cold. We
Don't
must
they
bring
sing
him
Christmas
silver
songs
and gold,
in
silver
in
and
that
gold.
train movie you like? Roller
We sing hot chocolate. Okay, so we sing hot chocolate, right? That's like the opening song usually. And then when Christmas comes to town, obviously the Polar Express theme, they play that about midway through the movie.
Larma, baby hook is good.
And then they play Believe, which is like the final score at the end. That's a great song.
So this soundtrack for like a 2-hour movie has 5 songs.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can we talk about how the ref just hit the ball multiple times and didn't blow it dead? That was incredible.
I'm loving the energy from us. The Dukes and the rest of the gym is not on our page.
Yes, the rest of the gym is very quiet. I like the Dukes' energy so far. They're shrinking this lead back down. Highest it ever got was an 18-point lead. Now it's down to a 13-point lead. O'Brien working. Gives it to Silkaitis. Now to Callahan. Over to Larma. Silkaitis in the corners. Gets a screen from Akuki. She drives. Goes up with it. Silkaitis hits that one. Now it's down to an 11-point lead. 15 seconds left to go.
I think Glenbard West might pull a DGN and just hold it for the last 11.
Noble, deep 3 here, hits it. Nothing but net there. Noble caps off an electric third quarter. She's up to 18 points on the night and definitely double-digit rebounds. With that, we will take a short step aside. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter coming up next here on York Sports Network.
I want to watch.
We welcome you back to the Dick Campbell Gym where the score is 27-41. 14-point lead for the Hilltoppers. They came out of the half and just exploded offensively behind the offensive push that was Noble. She had 18 points in the game, and majority of that coming in that last third quarter. Duke's trying to make a comeback here. Hendrickson gives it to Meehan. Back to Hendrickson. Back to Meehan. Who would have thought it's back to Hendrickson. And once again to Meehan. Meehan drives this time, finds Pones. Hendrickson back to Meehan. Meehan back to Hendrickson. Back to Meehan. Meehan gives it to Austin. Back to Meehan. And they're going to call a offensive 3-second violation there.
A little bit of hot potato offense.
Coin turned by John Finucane in last year's Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, which mark your calendars December 26th through the 31st.
Not
Jack
the 28th, though.
Not the 20th.
It is. I knew that.
Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Preview show coming soon. Well, you'll get to hear Luca's, John, and I's voice.
And Luca's super stressed out because he has to do a lot of work doing all of the interviews.
McCookie chases down the loose ball. Collins captaining the offense from the sideline there. Larma gives it to McCookie. She's trapped in the corner, gives it to Larma. Push called on Pones. She is not happy with this call.
I'm waiting for the stance.
And you know what? I know we were commenting on the assistant coach for GBW standing up when he was not supposed to. I have to compliment him on his posture when sitting down.
He has a incredible.
That is incredible posture.
That's like lifeguard posture.
Yeah, we were kind of digging into him about standing up when he wasn't supposed to, but I felt bad, and that posture is just something to shout out.
I mean, look at that. That's like a perfect. I think that's like a 45-degree angle.
Get the protractor out. Hendrickson drives. She goes up with it. McCookie rebounds. 6 minutes left to play here. O'Brien slows down the offense, gives it to Silkaitis, who works on Meehan. O'Brien down to Silkaitis. She's double-teamed, even triple-teamed, it looked. Bryan swings it to Callahan. Larma now with it. Deep three here for Larma, no good. Rebound, Noble. Who gives it to Austin, down to Noble. Noble out to Meehan. Meehan fires. No good. Silkaitis gets the rebound. O'Brien pushing the pace here, going coast to coast. Hendrickson's going to get called for the foul, and she is once again not happy with the call.
Yeah, no, not at all.
She's talking to the coach here, trying to explain it herself, just saying, I barely touched her. Full timeout called by the Dukes, so that will give them only 2 timeouts remaining here. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Don't go anywhere. You are watching girls varsity basketball here on York Sports Network. We welcome you back here. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Dukes trail by 11. O'Brien with it. Gives it to Silkaitis. Callahan. Back to Kehoe. Kehoe now finds Larma. Hubbich jumping for joy at that pump fake, and Larma takes advantage, drives down low, finishes the layup.
I mean, look at the way that Glenbard West is playing in these final 5 minutes. They want to keep this 10-point lead.
Hubbich fires there.
Oh.
Foul called. Foul's called on Pones.
So that'll be York ball.
You know, Pones got that glue. Just a scrappy player, does the dirty work, gets those hustle stats. Sure doesn't show up in the box score as the leading scorer, but you know what? She's the glue that holds this team together.
I bet coach would be like, well, she's there when you need her, you know?
Yeah. Larma shoots. Rims out Silkaitis. Can't beat Noble to it. Noble coast to coast now. Callahan on her. Austin getting the jump ball. Arms going in every direction there. Just surplus of Dukes around her, and she somehow still corralled it.
A sea of green.
Dukes get the jump ball, but that does push the possession arrow to the Hilltoppers, which that can show up crucial later in this game. Last touch by GBW, so we'll retain Dukes ball.
Still trying to get that hustle play going. Down 10 with 4 minutes. This is a very achievable comeback to at least tie the game.
Larma, deep three here. Gets her own rebound. Gets Silkaitis down low. She goes up with it and finishes. 8-point game.
That's what I'm talking about there.
Pones now with it. Gives it to Meehan. They got to get across the timeline. They do. Pones gives it back to Meehan. They hit Noble in the low post. She goes up. And Silkaitis' defense is no match for the finishing of Noble.
So it'll go back to a 10-point lead. Still achievable, like we talked about earlier. Nothing has changed in this game. That position arrow pointing to Glenbard West could be crucial.
Silkaitis, little dream shake there. No good. Noble read Jordan's signature shimmy like a book.
Jordan's signature shimmy. His famous move that he used to juke out defenders with. Home of the Bulls.
Hubbich gives it to Pones, guarded by O'Brien. She has baseline if she wants to take it, picks up her dribble instead, and O'Brien gets called for the foul. Her first foul, and my opinion, not a good one. Makuki checks in, Callahan goes to the bench. Pones to inbound, Meehan in the backcourt. Backdoor here, flashes right in front of the inbound, and she gets it. Meehan gives it to Hubbich. Back to Meehan. And this time, Larma's going to get called for a foul. Once again, we've talked about this. The refs go from letting a lot of things go to calling every ticky-tacky contact.
Again, the thin gray line of good versus evil of reffing will be those ticky-tack fouls.
The gray area, and they're going to call that a foul. This gray area of what's a foul and what's not might be the biggest range I've ever seen.
This has just been, the gray line is just being flirted with constantly. It's, I don't even know.
Collins and the ref practically.
Dukes versus refs.
Collins and the ref over there are practically hugging. They are in each other's faces. They've been taking steps away. They were like chest to chest.
I was looking at my watch, but I believe it. Look, they're still communicating.
So Silkaitis gives it to O'Brien. Slows it down the offense here. 3 minutes left to play. 12-point difference. They need to gain 4 points every minute. They have to have a score differential of +4 every minute to tie this ball game.
To go into overtime because this is the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Which, is that crazy? A little bit. crazy is beautiful at some points.
Callahan getting it ready. Dukes had a positive 2-point differential right now. They're going to have to get a couple defensive stops if they want to keep it going.
I don't think Glenbard West is going to risk any passes from now on.
Timeout, GBW. So just over 2.5 minutes left to play. 10-point game. That is 4 points every 30 seconds.
Is that hard to do? Yes.
Wait, no. Sorry.
Dude, don't ask me.
Hold on. 10 points, 2.5 minutes. That's 4 points every minute.
They almost had a pick.
They almost did. Shout out my math teacher, Mr. Schwartz.
Football coach as well.
Yes. Currently teaching me pre-calc.
I'm so sorry.
So that was not involved in figuring out the points per minute needed, but I'll give him a shout out. He'll work scores table from time to time. Hopefully he's watching the stream.
You're in pre-calc, by the way.
You know what? I don't hate it. If I was back in geometry, that would be scarier than pre-calc.
I'm more scared of geometry than I am of the dentist. But I actually do like the dentist, so that's actually really bad. I'm more terrified of ants than I am of geometry. No, geometry of ants.
Travel call there. GBW opening this door for the Dukes comeback.
Coach for Glenbard West is just giving her girls a little hurry up kind of hand sign. Just go, hurry, let's go.
Callahan gives it to Kehoe. Duke's going to have to fire it off quickly. Instead of waiting for the best possible shot, they're going to have to shoot the first good shot they get, I feel. Approaching 2 minutes left to play. Fans yelling. GBW coach as well. Silkaitis gets called for a charge there. She doesn't agree with the call. We don't agree with the call. Only GBW agrees with the call. I don't even know if the refs' colleagues agree with the call.
I don't know. Maybe that'll be press defense right there.
So they get it to Noble down low. And so Silkaitis is going to get called for another foul. That's now her fourth.
I'm sorry. That's just basketball, dude.
Silkaitis' fourth foul. That puts GBW in the bonus and Silkaitis in foul trouble. Noble to the line for two. No such thing as the bonus, double bonus. Both free throws guaranteed once the bonus is enacted. Doesn't matter as Noble hits the first. Callahan to the bench. In comes Larma. Dukes have Makuki, Kehoe, Silkaitis, Larma, and O'Brien. Going with a little bit of a taller lineup here. Noble hits both. 12-point lead, 2 minutes left to go. Dukes need 6 points a minute to make this comeback. O'Brien gets it to Makuki in the corner. She thought about shooting. She goes up with it now. Hits it. Layup is good. Timeout. Timeout Dukes. That's going to leave them with one timeout remaining. Minute 40 seconds left. 30-second timeout here. John, what do you think the Dukes have to do to make this comeback?
I really don't know. I mean, it's a tough comeback. 10 points in 1 minute, but other than that, I don't really know, Griffin. We're going to take a short step aside. You're watching Never Mind.
Just a 30-second timeout there. You know what? I kind of want to revisit this take about what's scarier, the ants or geometry.
Dude, I'm going to get a little vulnerable here with you, Griffin. I am terrified of ants.
Really?
I am terrified of ants.
Is it a hygienic thing? Like if you're at a picnic and an ant gets on your food
no,
and you're like,
is
oh,
just
I don't want it.
You ever see World War Z with all the zombies climbing together? Ants can do that. And, ants can, there's, ants who can, take chunks of you. And, it's
yeah, but,
gross.
You know how many ants that is? That's, more than,
you know
one.
how many ants are in a colony?
Yeah, that's, 8. It would take so many
that's
ant
like
hills until they could hurt you.
One ant colony is like 7 Elmhursts.
Yeah, but the ant is maybe this. An ant is. You can't make that comparison.
No, I can.
Because an Elmhurst. An Elmhurst citizen is probably around, on average, like 5'10".
No, I'm talking.
An ant is not even an inch.
I'm talking about like number wise.
Yes.
I don't.
But the same amount of Elmhurstians and ants is nowhere near as threatening because ants are so much smaller.
If you saw one ant and then you saw a million, what would you be more scared of?
You know, it's crazy. They probably wouldn't combine together. You ever be in the summer and they all come out of the sidewalk crack and the whole sidewalk is covered in ants?
I don't walk on the sidewalk.
I'm not scared of that.
I don't walk on the sidewalk.
Yes, but they're not going to hurt you.
They are.
No, they're not.
Okay. I am like terrified of like ants and like scorpions and stuff because like when I would be like doing like literally anything out in the yard, they would just be all over. I am terrified. And like, have you ever seen an ant up close and personal? Like on microscopes, bro, those things are scary.
Kehoe gets her own rebound. Noble with it. Austin now slows down the pace. Noble with it. Back to Meehan. Austin, back to Meehan. This Duke's trap defense is beginning to work here as Larma strips it away, gets it to Makuki. They try to get it to Kehoe, but it's picked off. Minute left. They're trailing by 12. Duke's finally going to get the foul called. And once again, this assistant coach is standing up when he's not supposed to be standing up.
You know what his haircut reminds me of? I'm like trying to remember, but he's got like a really nice fade on right now.
He does.
He
reminds me of the ref who was here during the girls' turkey tourney, who had a really good fade.
I don't remember that, dude. I probably do. It's probably in my archive somewhere.
Meehan misses the second. Larma doesn't get the rebound. Bounces off her hands. Noble gets it, and they get it to Pones. 53.3 seconds left, 13-point difference. Possession arrow in favor of the Hilltoppers. You know, I want to say it's possible, but the door is closing on the Dukes.
You know, me and Griffin like to have this tradition where when the game gets better, we like to scooch farther away from the setup to get closer to the court.
It's more just getting closer to the court.
But no, like when games get good, we have not done it all game. We have
seat.
not done it all game. We are still in our same spots.
We've gone one bench down coming out of half.
Yeah, we have. We did go one bench down. I lied. But it's just like it's such a tough game just because both teams played great and these fouls are hurting them both, especially, I mean, being a Dukes fan hurts. But some of these Glenbard West fouls, I got to say that they're not really the best.
Pone's genius play right there. Let the ball go out of bounds instead of getting it. And they're going to get a call there. Noble to the line now. She's got another 2 free throws. And this Avery Larma's 5th foul, so she
gets her round of applause.
Yep, she is going to the bench.
You know what we were talking about earlier?
Is 5 fouls fouled out, or is she just?
It's 5. No, it's 5.
I thought it was 6.
That's like
the pros is 6.
If the pros is 6, high school is always 5.
Okay, so she is fouled out then.
She is fouled out. But you know what we were talking about earlier that I'm looking at right now? The Silent Night basketball theme. We gotta do that as a Dukes team.
No good there. Dukes still have a chance here. They're gonna have to score quickly. 40 seconds left. Callahan fires. It's good. Clock is running though. GBW waiting to inbound this ball is practically the nail in the dagger, though. They've shaved 10 seconds off. They just shaved 15 seconds off there. 11-point difference, 20 points.
And they go to the line again.
That is.
But the Dukes control time, which won't matter. You have 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I hate to say it. But I think these free throws.
These free throws have hurt.
These free throws right here might be the nail in the coffin.
This could be the dagger.
Is this the dagger?
I quoted that the other week. I'll tell you about that later.
O'Brien with it. Trying to just get any last chance going. Callahan, pump fake. She steps inside the arc, misses it. Pones now with it, and she's just...
Can we see a dunk?
O'Brien from the block, doesn't make it. Kehoe rebounds. Time expires, and GBW wins 53-40 here in the Dick Campbell Gym. John, any last words?
I mean, this was a close game until it wasn't. Both teams great. Dukes really showed off that records don't matter. It's what you got in your heart. Dukes had a stronger schedule earlier, and Glenbard West, 7-1, really shows off. But it's been a great game other than that. Dukes do not come out with the win, so a little disappointed. But they'll play again next week.
Special thanks to Finn DeSanto and Michael Elias, Grayson McQuaid. For John Finucane, I've been Griffin Hanna. This has been your Sports Network. Good night and go Dukes.